Hey, what's going on, guys? Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Nata here, and today I got another suit review, and this one is actually a really good one. It's actually kind of rare, too, because this costume was only sold for probably a short amount of time, and the suit that was made afterwards has been out longer, and I think this one's a whole lot better than the newer one. Today, we are going to be looking at the Second Skin costume, Spider-Man costume. So, Second Skin has made a few different Spider-Man suits, actually. But this one is based off the, I guess, the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, I think. I'm not exactly sure, or whichever one was really popular around the time this came out. This was around in 2015, I believe. And it's actually a really decent quality suit, and it's got a few things that are different from other Spidey suits that make it a little disappointing, but at the same time, it's actually really good quality, and it feels really comfortable. So, so the thing about this suit, it is made out of a lycra or spandex fabric, which means it's stretchy. There's a new version of the suit that came out like 3 years later that is so stiff and itchy. And I already showed it on the channel. If you guys are familiar with like the worst Spider-Man suit ever reviewed, then you guys probably know. It's one with the ball from Arthur gagging in the thumbnail. I'll post it right up here. That one. Yeah, this is the original version of it. So the spider, it's narrow but recognizable. And the whole suit, there's no other details to it, like there's no shading and whatnot. Like it's all just one color, but it's all bright, and you can definitely tell it's Spider-Man, and it's clean too. Almost. But there's a few things about the suit that kind of stayed with the newer one, but at the same time they changed it. Like in between the fingers, they had this little gap, this little red gap right here. I guess it's like have your fingers not like scratched together and make the stitching a little bad. Either that or just gives you hand space. I'm not exactly sure why they do this, but this is one of the only few suits I have that has this. And on the other side, it doesn't have this. Like it doesn't have it on the index finger and the pinky. Maybe it has it on like one side, but the other side has the space on both sides. The stitching, not really the best. You can tell it's off. I mean, the whole front looks fine. Turning it to the back, it gets a little bit better, but where the arms are, that's where it gets really bad. Then again, it's kind of hard to, like if I were to sew this, I'd probably screw up on it. But the front and back stitching, like this part and then this part, it's not the worst, but it could be better. Like, look at the belt right here. It's off by just a few centimeters. This one's off by probably like almost an inch, like half an inch. That's bad. But I've seen worse. I've seen worse stitching on official Marvel suits. So, the feet on here, they have padding on the bottom. They have these on a lot of their Spider-Man suits, but because of how big my feet are, it doesn't really fit over my foot. It stops right before it gets to my heel. But this is actually really good for Spider-Man suits, because if you're walking barefoot, like nothing's gonna go straight through your costume. It has to go through this material first. I mean, it's not really strong material, but unlike the spandex where spandex is stretchy, this does not stretch and has this these little dot patterns. Not exactly sure what it's called, but if you're going to con barefoot, this might help. I mean, I'd still recommend you put soles at the bottom of your Spider-Man suits. I mean, I don't, because I don't know how to do it properly. I'm gonna make a mess of my suits. I'm gonna ruin like either a $40, $20 suit, and I don't want to do that. But this already has it. But if you're going inside for a birthday party or anywhere else, then it's not that big a deal. So let's go ahead and get to the mask. The mask is attached, and this is one of the few suits that I have with an attached mask. I actually don't like having the attached mask, but this one wasn't really much of an option. Like, you had to get this attached. I mean, I guess you can cut it off, but it'll ruin it. So the mask, as you can see, it has separate fabric for the eyes, like they're sewn under the mask, and it's actually really soft, and it's not like the other suit where it has like just normal non-structurable fabric. It just has holes poked in. And one of the other things about this suit, it has a hole pattern for has a hole right here, and different fabric for the nose and mouth to where you can breathe better. Personally, I don't like it, but honestly, when you put on the mask, it's actually not that noticeable. Like, whenever the whole thing stretches, like, the fabric gets a little bit thinner. That's what kind of sucks about this, but it actually kind of blends in, and you can barely tell it's there. With the other suit, you can. I don't know why they stopped making this suit and started making the really crappy ones. Like, this one is really good. I mean, it's not the best. Also noticed on the neck part, they just have lines on it and not, the webbing like this. You can see it's just lines going down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the Spider-Man comics, I don't think you saw that. I mean, it does change on the back, though. Like, it has, like, lines going slanted, but not really thus. It is what it is. And I'm just in love with this fabric. I don't understand why they had to change the fabric into something that's so itchy and irritates your skin and just doesn't stretch and just feels uncomfortable. They should have just kept this design. And I spent about I think $50 on this because of how rare it is. This was made in 2015. That other one you could just buy at Halloween stores. But it's just really good. And I tried this suit on a couple times, and the only thing that I have problems with it, not only with the soles, but the zipper sometimes like slides down. I guess because it's an older suit, and I try my best to be careful with it because I don't want to rip it. But let's go ahead and try it on, shall we? And I'll have to change my shirt underneath because last time I tried to film a video with this suit, you can see the shirt I was wearing underneath, so you gotta do that. So be right back, guys. Alright, now for the reveal. Fat guy in a spider suit. I'm sorry. Alright, so got the whole suit on, and I have the mask off right now so you guys can, see it without it. Here's what it looks like on person. And I'm not wearing my little, band underneath because I just don't feel like putting it on right now, honestly. Yeah, I know I get picked on for my size, but to the trolls, you can't bully me forever. And, I believe in karma, so if you keep picking on people, then one day you're probably gonna end up being like them. But not here to bully anybody. Let's go ahead and, look at the suit. So when it's stretched out, it does kind of fade a little, so that's kind of the sad part about it. But honestly, for how old the suit is, it still holds up pretty well. I mean, I can see one reason why they stopped making it. It's because whenever it does fade out, you can see what the person's wearing underneath, and that kind of sucks. But it's very stretchy. You can move in. And it's comfortable. Like, this doesn't bother my skin at all. The other one that I have, the newer one, it doesn't feel comfortable. You can't move much in it without having anything ripping. And the zipper sucks on it. This one, it's a little iffy, but it doesn't get stuck. It mostly just slides down whenever you do too much. Or like if you zip it up, it'll like sometimes slide down a little, but it won't get stuck and the zipper won't break. I put on the suit probably like 3 or 4 times and it's still fine. So now let's just go ahead and get the mask up and finally show the whole suit with me in it. Pose time, boys, with Spider-Man video game music. Alright guys, now you know the drill. Time to rank the suit. So, the feel to it, 10 out of 10. One of the softest suits I've ever owned. The comfort, 8 out of 10 because the head, it feels kind of weird in a way. Like the mouth and nose hole area, it's kind of hard to tell where it's actually supposed to go. Like, I'm kind of short but not tall. I mean, like, I'm short but not short, yet I'm not tall, but I don't know, like in the middle. I'm 5'8". The look of it, I really like it. It's definitely going to be, I mean, it's not going to be a 10 out of 10. It's probably going to be a, I don't know, 7 out of 10, honestly. Like, not a low score, but, you know, it's not a high score either. The texturing, it's definitely soft, very soft. Just not a fan of this part, but you can barely tell it's here. Kind of matches in with the other suit when it stretches. But the other one's so easy to tell, because it's like a bit of a darker red, and the rest of it's orange. I know I need to stop talking about the other suit, because I had a whole conversation about the other suit. But yeah, I think for this whole suit together, I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Actually, 7.5 out of 10. That seems more fair. Because it's not perfect, but it's definitely comfortable, and I'm just happy to own it. And I'm trying to get my hands on every single official Spider-Man suit, except for the newer one, but I'll make a whole nother video about that. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any suggestions for any other Spider-Man suits, let me know in that comment section below. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been your friendly neighborhood Spider-Nata, and I'll be seeing you webheads later. Peace out.